Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy. Let's take a look at the next 7 days for you, honey. See what you got going on. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck to give you some options to choose from. And group 1, you are this card. Group 2, you are this card. And then group 3, which card are you? This one. There you go. So I will put these options up on the screen. If you are drawn to more than one, that's okay. There's probably messages in multiple piles for you today. Don't hesitate. Go with the first one. I will see you at your timestamp. Hi, group 1, you chose this card. The staircase made of books. Maybe you're reading this week. You're reading books. You're writing a book. It's like you're letting your imagination wander. Your imagination leads you to new spaces, new places in your mind or in your physical reality. Put yourself where you fit, okay? So I'm going to pull your oracle cards first, and then we're going to add tarot to get your complete message. All right, Spirit, what is the main theme over the next 7 days for my beautiful handsome group number 1s? Leadership, Stag Spirit, stand tall as your true self and lead with confidence, integrity, and compassion. Okay. Talk to me about the emotional temperature for my group 1s. What do they have here? What is the overall vibe or energy this week? Uncertainty. Oh, okay. Uncertainty is the feeling of not being able to foresee the future, bringing anxiety and unease. When uncertainty appears, it reminds you to embrace what cannot be controlled. Trust your intuition and courageously face the unknown challenges, for the future will gradually become clear. All right. So control what you can. Don't get upset if you can't control something else that's not in your hands. Okay. So let's get your oracle cards out here. Spirit, for my group number 1, talk to me about their next 7 days. What is it that they're working with? Stand tall as your true self. All right. You're being a leader. And if you don't feel like a leader, fake it till you make it, honey. Okay. Talk to me about the next 7 days for my group number 1. First card is self-love. Talk to me about group 1. Oh. Hold on, these popped out. They messed up on me. We got stress there. Stress, gift, libation. One more. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to pop these out naturally, organically. Okay. Ominousness. All right, and let's get your tarot. Hold on, don't stress. I know they look scary, but it's fine. For my group 1, talk to me about their next 7 days. What can we know about their next 7 days? The Hanged Man. Why do we have stress there? Why the stress? 5 of Cups. Should have picked a smaller tarot deck because these cards are kind of big for my little minis right here. All right. Talk to me about gift. Why gift? Why gift? 8 of Cups. Why libation? Why libation? The Fool. What about ominousness? What is ominousness here? The 4 of Pentacles. And the undercurrent for you is Judgment. And the Queen of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Group 1, are you afraid to be in the spotlight or in a position of leadership? Because it feels this week you're going to be put to the test. how you value yourself, how you see yourself, whether you go after something or not. You could be uncertain about pursuing something that you really want, but you're afraid to make a fool of yourself or to not be able to handle whatever it is that you want to step into. It's going to be different for all of you, right? But your challenge this week is stress and disappointment. Don't allow for things that are outside of your control to interfere with your progress, with your ability to excel. Now, what's coming in for you here is actually being able to let go of expectation. Because in your advice, we've got the Four of Pentacles with ominousness. There's something new that you want to pursue that you feel like it's not going to happen. Should you do it? Should you not do it? And because you don't find yourself in a fulfilled space, you are letting go of that, right? Here with the Eight of Cups. You're ready to embark on something new. For some of you, this could be ascending in a position at work or outside of your work. Okay, I do want to clarify this, all of it, actually. Now, do I roll the Astro dice? Yeah, let's roll the Astro dice. Tell me about self-love with a hangman. We've got Pisces and Aries, Aquarius on the table. Spirit, for my group ones, talk to me about self-love and the hangman. We've got the first house. That's you, honey. That's Leo. That's confidence. Mars and Leo. Mars and Leo in the first house. Okay, so some of you, this has to do with how you see yourself physically, how you're feeling about how you come across to others, who you are as a person. So it's asking you to really put your self-esteem up there, to really put the perception of yourself up there. All right, because you're too worried about how other people see you or what others will think of you. And that is leading to this stress, right? You're fuck, can't get it out. We have Mercury retrograde at the end of the month, so maybe it's already starting the initial effects. Okay, communication could be a thing for you. But I feel like it's something that can hold you back. For example, there's an opening at work for a higher position, or you want to step out and do something new, but you're afraid that you're going to be criticized for it. You're worried about whether someone thinks you're capable of handling it or not. How you see yourself is how others see you. So make sure that that mentality, that mindset about yourself is positive, okay? So the stress here comes from some sort of disappointment. Apply that to however you feel fits your narrative. All right, but what you don't see here, what's coming in is that you have this opportunity that falls in your lap, okay? It's something that brings you happiness. You're excited again about the future, even though there's a little bit of fear here, uncertainty. Uncertainty is kind of the mood this week. Talk to me about gift with the Eight of Cups. What's coming in for my group one? We have got the 8th house, very appropriate. Sagittarius, Sun and Sagittarius in the 8th house. So there's a way of thinking that's changing your outlook on life. The 8th house is also the house of our fears, what is hidden or repressed. So Sun and Sag is asking you to be honest about what you're afraid of. What is it that you're truly afraid of? What has been delaying you? 8th house can also be obsessive thinking, right? This is tied to our deep connections with others, right? It's the scary things in life. And it's also the house of transformation. It is a scorpionic house. So the transformation here is that you're leaving this mindset behind. You're feeling more enlightened. You're really facing your fears. And that in itself is a gift. Now, I know we're looking at the next 7 days, but it feels like it is just these two major arcana here. It's a turning point from your goal from being stuck to embarking on something new. You're praying for signs. You're praying for your angel team is around you here with the Judgment card. And if you ask for signs and synchronicities, you are going to get them. So, how you pray, how you ask God, the universe matters a lot. Tell me about libation with the Fool. Look at that. All right. So, we got the sixth house, Saturn, and Gemini. So, effective, efficient communication, structure. Some of you are hoping and praying for improvement in health, improvement in your work environment. There is this need to organize and to practice habits that are new to you to help you feel better. Some of you might decide that it's time to do an exercise regimen to get more physically active, to start a diet, okay? Because you're doing it for health reasons. You're doing it for your physical, for your vessel, okay? Very nice. Now, with ominousness in the Four of Pentacles, it is giving some fear, or doing something very cautiously. Why ominousness with the Four of Pentacles? We got Uranus, unpredictability in the sign of Scorpio, in the 12th house, another house of our deep aspects, our psychological house. Some of you could find yourself feeling enlightened, like psychically, okay? But there are fears that you are repressing, like the 12th house is a private self. So maybe this is the week that you voice it, and because you're voicing it, you're able to turn things around. It is a week of facing your inhibitions or breaking free from them. All right, so expect major changes in your psyche. I do want to pull one clarifier here from this deck. Tell me about ominousness with the Four of Pentacles for my group 1. Marriage. For some of you, it's fears around commitment that you're working through. Taking the lead, being brave, or being... Could it be romantic? Maybe you've been struggling in your marriage if you're married. Yeah, with sweetheart. How you love, deep love, fears around love. Love overall could be a sore point for you. And it's like you have a wake-up call this week where, because you're leaving behind a way of thinking, you're bold enough to receive this gift. And this gift for you could be confidence. It could be a relationship. It could be a better job. Okay? So don't stress. Group 1, that's what I see for your next 7 days. Let's get you some advice on how to navigate this week. Okay. Spirit, for my group 1s, what's your advice? How can they best navigate this week ahead? Rest. Get plenty of rest. Think about it. How can my group 1s make this a successful week? You know, interestingly, the 12th house is about rest. Okay, some of you need a new regimen around your sleeping habits. We've got ghost, intuition. Some of you, maybe you have psychic abilities. Some of you might be fearing the skills that you've got. All right. Now, if you are practicing spirituality, because there is like spiritual person written all over this reading, with the houses that we've been pulling, the 12th house, the 8th house, those are the psychic spiritual houses. All right. So some of you could be tapping into mediumship abilities, psychic abilities. And this is, maybe it feels a little bit weird to you. Maybe you're fearing it a little bit, but the minute that you stop fearing it, that's when this new awareness unlocks for you. Okay. So, honey, that is what I see for you over the next 12 days. If this reading was insightful for you, if you found it enjoyable, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. You chose this card. The boat, the dinghy boat with the clocks in the water. Okay. Now, before starting your reading, I want to cleanse with some Palo Santo real quick. Some of you, maybe it's time for a cleanse. Okay. Maybe, possibly. So we're going to get your oracle cards out here first, and then we're going to build your reading with tarot. Spirit, for my group twos, you could be racing a clock or racing against the clock this week, group two, but you're doing so smoothly, or because the water in this image seems calm. So not stressing. Okay, let's see. What is the overall vibe for this week for my group twos? Patience. Snail spirit. Slow down and take care of yourself, and know you will arrive in perfect divine timing. You're racing against the clock, but pacing yourself, okay? You're not speeding through it. All right, let's get the emotional temperature for the week. Spirit, for my group, choose. Talk to me about the week ahead. What is the emotional vibe this week? What is the emotional temperature this week? Nothing wants to pop out. Sheesh. Look, Spirit. Can we please get a card? Thank you. Okay. You got 2 cards. It's like, here, take it. So we got reflection. Reflection is a process of reviewing and summarizing, allowing you to draw wisdom from past experiences. When reflection arises, it reminds you to assess your growth and changes and gain insight from past lessons. Okay, and then your next card is introspection. Look at that. Introspection is a process of self-reflection, allowing you to reevaluate your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Through introspection, you can discover your deeper needs and goals, bringing clarity and awakening to your inner world. Okay, very, very much connected. All right, so maybe it's going to be a peaceful week, hopefully, possibly. All right, let's get the rest of your oracles out here. Wow. All right, Spirit, for my group, choose. Talk to me about their week ahead. What can we know about their next 7 days? We're going to do this way. All right, we have got disturbance. Oh, shitballs. Okay. Marriage. Eternal love. Trap. Coach. Back of the deck, we've got overload. Okay. So this could be a calm down period after a period of tension. It seems like you've been through some turbulent matter, maybe possibly with your marriage or your romantical partner. All right. If you don't have a significant other, this could be your thoughts and views around marriage and commitment. Okay, so let's see. Let's get the rest of your cards out here. Spirit, for my group, choose. Talk to me about their next 7 days. We got the Knight of Cups. Okay. You got love on the brain this week, honey. All right. We've got the 7 of Swords. What in the deception? Okay. Talk to me about their next 7 days. Why do we have eternal love here? Why eternal love? Oh, the Hierophant. Okay, marriage and commitment, if I ever saw that. Okay. Now, what is the unexpected here for my group? Oh, for my group twos. Why trap? Why trap? That's too many. Well, these cards are very loved, so they're kind of worn, so hard to shuffle. We got 2 cards, all right? So the first one is the Wheel of Fortune, and then the last card is the 10 of Pentacles, all right? So I feel for most of you, you are in a significant connection. Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Magician. You're hoping for a change. It's been a long time coming, or you're stressed out about a situation. You're really reflecting on your marriage or commitment, all right? Or your views on love and marriage overall, okay? So this is a week where you question yourself, what is it that I really want? What do I see myself being a part of? Do I want to stay in this marriage? Am I happy in this marriage? Do I want marriage? Do I want commitment? Your views on important connections in your life, that's what is changing this week. And it could have been like something rocked the boat in a connection. We're going to see what this is about. Let's roll the astro dice. Talk to me about disturbance with the Knight of Cups. Some of you went through some like a message that you received or something along those lines really rocked your boat, and maybe you were upset at one point and it has you questioning, like, okay, or something that you saw perhaps. All right, let's see. Here in disturbance, it says obscure, irritation, supernatural. All right, Spirit, for my group, choose. Why disturbance in the Knight of Cups? Oh, roll the Venus, okay. Venus in the 4th house in Leo. Venus and Leo in the 4th house, all right? So there could have been a lot of drama at home with a significant other. There were talks about loyalty, talks about faithfulness. And this week there is a deception coming through in your marriage. Now, I did mention, if you watched my June prediction, oh wait, never mind. Oops. I did the June readings, okay? And they're dropping on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested. But I did mention that astrologically, the last week of May is something that is quite significant because we've got a Mars and Pluto square, where whatever has been hidden, deceptions, all that is coming to surface, and it's affecting marriage. It's affecting business partnerships. It's affecting people in positions of leadership, okay? So all this, it has that vibe to it where you're really reflecting on something that I feel like this storm that's coming up for you is not anything that is unexpected. It's something that you've been working through for the last year. It's not just something that arrives. I feel like you're in your calm down phase where there's a mindset of yours that's shifting, where you're not allowing this to trap you or to put you in this victim mentality. Okay? So, this week is about honoring yourself. What is it that you're willing to tolerate in love? Yeah. Don't jump the gun or don't jump to conclusions right away. Right, Spirit. Do I want to use this deck to clarify? No, I feel I need another one. I feel like the Astro Dice can give us a layer, but we need visuals right now. Hold on. Yeah, this is a big week, group 2. You got big decisions to make because we got the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Hierophant is like, for your highest good, what are you choosing? And again, for some of you, if you're not in a romantic connection, this is all about your view on marriage, commitment. Do you want it? Do you not? Tell me about disturbance with Knight of Cups. The Magician. Some of you want to manifest love in your life, love in your world. It's like you've been asleep, or there's been a slumber in your love life and you're wanting to wake it up. And that's something that you can attract, provided that you really go within and find out what you want. It's like you feel like love is taking a long time to arrive. And then when someone has shown up, you kind of shy away from it perhaps, or you sabotage, or you attract a partner that's not available. Okay? We got Gemini showing up, Taurus, Sagittarius, and any of the fixed signs. The fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. All right, Spirit, talk to me about marriage and the 7 of Swords. Why is that the challenge? The 2 of Cups. How do you want that to fall? Sideways. How do you want that to fall? Upright. All right, so getting along with your partner could be a challenge this week. The Emperor reverse. Someone is losing control. Someone could be behaving like a tyrant, or you might find the need to isolate yourself or get yourself away from someone acting like an ass this week. All right, hold on. Marriage and 7 of Swords, Spirit, and the 2 of Cups. What is this? We have got Mercury in Libra in the 10th house, which is about your status, your reputation. It could be that you and a partner of yours are talking about what's going to happen with this marriage, or what's going to happen with this relationship. Are we going to get married? Do we part ways? Do we see each other together for the long run? What are others going to think about our relationship? Okay. So, yeah, if you're not married or in a relationship, I would say maybe pick another pile, because this feels very much about love and what you want in love. Hmm. Or if you're single and you want to find a relationship, or maybe that's something that's, been rolling around in your head, like, how is this going to affect my career if I were to date someone and get married? Or if I were to commit to someone, how would this affect my stability in life? Hmm. Now, what is coming in, or what is helping, is faith, putting yourself in the position of the other person, the hanged man. Because we've got eternal love and the Hierophant and the hanged man. What's changing for you this week is that you're not trapping yourself in the way that something should be. It's about how you are feeling. The person that you are relating to, that you're connecting to, what are their views on marriage, commitment, all these things? Are they in alignment with your beliefs? Okay. So this is something about your belief system changing. Spirit, talk to me. Ooh. All right. We got Pluto. As I say, change, that happens. So we have got Uranus in the 5th house, and it is in the sign of Capricorn. Uranus and Capricorn in the 5th house. Some of you could be married to someone older, or dating someone older, or there's an age gap between you and your romantic partner. So it's disturbing the traditional, like doing things outside the box. If you are someone that's married or committed, this is talking about change up your routine. You've been stuck in this loop for too long. The excitement, the passion could be dying down, and you're really thinking about, like, I feel like our connection is dwindling, or it's not where I want it to be. For maybe you're a Capricorn or an Aquarius, okay? But yeah, if you are someone that is single and you're on the quest for love, it's like, what outdated notion do you have about love and romance? Because what you're picturing is different from what is available, or from what is good for you. Know that, like, connections or relationships that have fallen away from you was for protection, especially if you've dealt with people that are deceitful, manipulative. Okay. You're not trapping yourself in that mindset. You don't have that victim mentality. All right. The unexpected here is that getting yourself out of a trap. For some of you, this is the week where it's like, okay, you know what? I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I don't see this relationship going where I want it to go, or this relationship doesn't meet my ideals for family. The Knight of Swords. I feel like you're going to let someone have it this week, group 2. Yeah, be careful with your words. You are focused on yourself. Some of you could be into same-sex connections, right? Maybe that's what is. Oh, okay. So depending on where you are when it comes to love and romance, some of you, maybe you've been dating traditionally like the opposite sex, but in reality you are into the same gender, or it goes against or someone from a different religious background, right? But I saw 2 queens together, so that's what I'm thinking. Like, some of you, that might be the case where your family, your beliefs, where love looks a certain way, and you're going against the grain because you've done a lot of reflecting, you've done a lot of navigating turmoil and tension. Yeah, doing something different. Okay, talk to me about this. All right, what is the unexpected this week with Trap and the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords? We've got Cancer, 8th house. Venus in Cancer in the 8th house. You know what, group 2? Opening up and really being honest about how you feel. Telling your partner, this is what I need for comfort. This is what's going to make me feel better. Or this is what can unite us. Because I feel like this could be a make it or break it type of week. where you're what do you call it? Unleashing anything that has been repressed as far as your love for the person, confessing your love to them, or confessing your concerns about, the things that you got going on with your person. Now, single Pringles, for you guys, you're working through the fears about what commitment looks like, how this would affect you and all the areas of your life. Some of you are even afraid about like how your resources will be affected. Eighth house is the house also about shared resources with a partner. Concerns about, is the person that I'm dating, do they have good credit? Do they have a lot of debt? All these big questions you're asking. And your outcome here with Coach and the 10 of Pentacles, some of you might get advice from a counselor, an attorney, because I'm getting like family law. You could be seeking the guidance from a professional. Talk to me about Coach with the 10 of Pentacles. Justice, yeah. Some of you are seeking legal advice, talking to an attorney that may be family law for those of you that decide to sever ties with a partner, or there could be like custody issues that you're discussing for those of you that have children. All right. This is also concerns about assets together. All right, Spirit, for Justice and the 10 of Pentacles with Coach. What is happening here? All right, we have got the second house. Mercury in Aquarius in the second house. Yeah, you're really talking about your income, your self-esteem, confirmation. Okay, my money versus your money. Yeah, there's talks about that. Like maybe, for those of you that have little ones, your child support, maybe you have to pay child support, or maybe your partner needs to pay child support. But there is like some unexpected news coming in about this. I want to pull one more clarifier. What is this Justice with the 10 of Pentacles and Coach? Oh my goodness, Jesus. Okay. I just saw the moon reversed. All right. Spirit, for my group twos. Okay, what card this is? All right, we have got to the Knight of Wands. Don't be too impulsive, group two. All right, some of you could be dealing with Libra, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. We've got Pisces. We have got Virgo, Gemini, Taurus. We've got a lot of signs here, but I'm giving you the majors here. Taurus and Sag, Pisces. So yeah, don't be too impulsive. Also, don't agree too quickly to a number for those of you that are getting numbers, right? Whether it's paying attorney fees or whether it is settling on an amount for child support, or what's that other spousal alimony. I don't know these things. These are the words that are coming to me. So yeah, it's an important week where you're getting some type of guidance. If you don't seek professional like legal advice, this could be you doing your own research from, your history. Here with reflection, it's like going back to basics, going back to the beginning of when this fear started or when this turmoil started. And it's like this is a week you decide to close it out, to get yourself out of this trap. Okay. So that's what I see for you, honey, for the next 7 days. Let's get you some advice to wrap up your reading. Spirit, for my group twos, what is the advice so that they can make this a successful week? How can they navigate the week ahead? We've got love. Yeah, you got love on the brain, honey. What does love look like to you? What does it look like to you? Confidence. Be confident in, your decisions surrounding love. Okay, and the last card is creativity. Okay, maybe you're getting creative with, passion. Passion and peace. Maybe some of you have a passion project you're channeling your energy into. If you're someone that's single, perhaps maybe focus on the things that you love to do to build your self-confidence, to put yourself out there. Get creative in the way that you meet people, as an example. For those of you in marriage commitment that's, kind of on the rocks, be confident and voice what your needs are, whether it's through this third party, which, you know, could give some support to you, or directly to the person that you're dealing with. Now, why creativity though? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right. So don't fabricate. Okay. Don't fabricate stuff. We do have the Seven of Swords out here. Get information. Don't get creative and start building a fake, what do you call it? Fake it till you make it. Not in this case, honey. Okay. Be confident. Stand by your decision. Seek the truth. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you. And if you found this reading insightful, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all those things. They really matter. And I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. You chose this card, the Ladybug, in somebody's hand. All right, so I feel that you have a lucky week in store for you. Let's get your oracle cards out here to get your baseline, and then we will build your reading with tarot. Spirit, I just noticed this card stayed over here. Dragonfly elf. Okay. Again, here we go. For my group 3s, what is happening over the next 7 days? What energies are they working with? This one fell. Bear spirit. Untamed spirit. Allow yourself to run wild and free as you explore your own fierce but gentle nature. Beautiful. You can see bears as your confirmation. Ladybugs. Right? Let's get your card for the emotional temperature this week. Spirit, what is the permeating mood over the next 7 days? For my group 3s, Spirit, what's the mood this week? Too many. Okay. Shame. Why? We're not going to fight with it. All right. Shame. It says, shame stems from judgment of yourself or others, making you feel unworthy or insufficient. When you feel shame, remind yourself that you are a complete and unique individual. True growth comes from accepting all parts of yourself and healing with love. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Well, that took a turn, didn't it? But we're only human, so it's normal to feel shame and guilt and fear and all these emotions that we try to not face. All right, or we have a hard time talking about something. Spirit, for my group 3s, talk to me about their next 7 days. Disturbance. Okay, group 2 just got that card. Okay, maybe you saw that. Okay, introvert. Talk to me about group 3 and their next 7 days. We've got mask. Oh, I see where this is headed. Okay. And then we've got gain. And natural disaster. Back of the deck, we've got homeless, failure, castaway, poor. What the hell? Group 3. I said this was going to be a lucky week for you, and I stand by it, okay? Regardless of these weird-ass cards. So, let's get your tarot out here before we go further. Because I feel it's an interesting week where you need to be honest with yourself about what you want to accomplish and not be apologetic for it or not be ashamed of it. All right. For my group 3s, talk to me about the next 7 days. Talk to me about the next 7 days. Why do we have disturbance here? Why disturbance? 2 of Pentacles, okay. Why do we have introvert here? Why introvert? That's too many, Spirit. Sheesh. Judgment. Okay. Why mask? Well, hold on. I won't say anything. Okay. Death. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Talk to me about gain. Why gain? Why do we have gain here? 6 of Wands. Look at that. Hey. Why do we have natural disaster here? Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. I see this. I see it. You're on the brink of something new, honey. That's why. Okay. Back of the deck, we've got this, what, the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you have been working on something behind the scenes. Yeah, maybe you're working on striking out on your own, going your own way. I say that I went because I just did the June predictions for, pick a card. And there was themes there about being uniquely you. And the astrological aspects in the sky right now support that, where we are fighting against the social norm. There could be tensions and frustrations this week. Some of you could have gone through something disturbing the past week or the past month, right? Where something came out of left field and it's caused you to want to withdraw. This shame you could feel shame because you feel like you need to be there for everyone and for everything and to keep up a happy face. And no, you don't. The fact that sometimes we have bad weeks, bad days, doesn't make us less of a good person. And I feel this group, you struggle with being there for everyone. And when you're not able to be there, you feel like people are judging you, or you feel isolated, or you feel like, it's stressful for you because you worry too much. This week is all about focusing on you, your well-being. You come first, honey. Okay. So you cannot burn yourself to keep others alive. Keep that, make note of that somewhere, somehow, put it in your brain. No, you're not meant to burn yourself to keep others warm. Not possible. Okay. So let's get into your reading a little bit further. So here with Untamed Spirit, I feel that maybe the week starts off a little bit rocky, and then by the end of the week, you come out on top. Okay. Now, I also feel that when is the 31st-ish? Around the full moon in Saggy, there is a truth that's going to be revealed that you can't hide away from. Nobody can. This is collectively happening, where we feel the need to rip the mask off and kind of be in people's faces like, this is who I am, this is what I believe, take it or leave it. And the ones that leave, they were not your people to begin with, okay? So I feel like you're struggling. You're going back and forth on something. Let's see what that is. Talk to me about disturbance with the Two of Pentacles. Some of you could be contemplating on whether you want to leave a job or or what you want to do. For others of you, I'm getting 3 specific groups, and I see 3 and I'm going to stand by it, okay? Just like I stood by, like, this is going to be a good week, despite it looking shitty, okay? So the first group of you, group 3, I feel that you are closely connected to group 2 in the sense that you're contemplating on whether you're ready to put yourself out there to connect with someone on a romantic, on an intimate level. The second group of you are people that are in relationships or commitments already, where you feel disconnected from your partner, where you felt the need to keep up appearances. And there is something about yourself or about your partner that you discover this week that is a reason for shame. Maybe shame that I'm not faithful, shame that you're not faithful, shame that you fooled me, shame that I fooled you, that type of thing. The third group of you are people that are, maybe you're not focused on love this week. Maybe what you're focused on is on your career, your livelihood. Do you stay where you're at, or do you venture out towards something new? And if you go after something new, will this affect what you've got going on, your stability? These are big questions that you're asking yourself this week. And I say it's a huge week for group 3 because we got judgment and death. Something must come to an end in order for you to step into a new reality. And here it's like you're breaking through fears with Untamed Spirit. As allow yourself to run wild and free as you explore your own fierce but gentle nature. Some of you, those of you that have a commitment where the connection has been on the rocks, you've been sitting on this for far too long, honey. Do you release this person or do you stay with them? And if you stay with them, are you going to be unhappy and disconnected and sleep in the same bed? Or maybe you send them to sleep in the living room, right? So, I mean, hey, go sleep your ass in the guest bedroom. Okay. Fuck off. Something like that. And it's like, do you want that around you? Like, how can you be in a relationship where you're unhappy and you're not trusting your partner? If you're in that situation, honey, get yourself out. You'll make a way for yourself here with gain and the Six of Wands. What you don't see coming or the unexpected this week is that you're taken care of financially. So if you've been sitting on a decision because you don't know if you'll make it. Yes, you will, honey. You are talented. Yes, you are. Look at you. And you're good looking too. Shut up. You good looking. Okay. You smart. You intelligent. You the whole damn meal. Okay. You ain't no snack. Who? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It just reminded me of a viewer that I said, you ain't no snack. You're a whole. Oh yeah. I said, you're not a microwave meal. You're an oven meal, oven roasted. Okay. Because you're slow cooked. You're delicious. So the challenge this week. All right, let's roll the astro dice for a little bit more insight. Tell me about disturbance with the Two of Pentacles. We've got fifth house Pisces, Neptune in Pisces. Shut the fuck. Oh, I cursed too much. Hold on. Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. So your idea of love was very much romanticized. And it's like you had the rose-colored goggles on very strong. And maybe there's this feeling of, fuck, they fooled me, or shit, they fooled me. Or this creative project that some of you are working on a creative project, by the way. Fifth house is about our creativity. And Neptune in Pisces, maybe you're writing romantical songs, romantical music, you're writing, whatever it is. Maybe you're connected to group one. So it's like there is this fantasy that you are awakened from this week. That is your judgment. Okay, who is this person that I'm sleeping to? I don't know them anymore. This is not the person I married. This is not the person I started dating. Or I'm not the same person. And this person doesn't fit. And it's okay to get to that reality. All right? Like I said, it doesn't make you any less of a person to admit that you made mistakes, to also want to keep to yourself. Because I feel for the group of you where you're not focused on love, on romantic love, this is about how you show up for others. I feel that you are someone that is very loving, very generous, but you are exhausted at this point. And there is a feeling of guilt or shame to you not being there for people in your life. And it's like, not that you don't want to be there, but it is that you are emotionally drained, tapped out, okay? But maybe this is initially at the start of the week. As the week progresses, it gets better. Talk to me about introvert with judgment. We got Scorpio strongly on the table. We've got the seventh house in Scorpio again. Uranus in Scorpio in the seventh house. Yeah, some of you feel, okay, what's happening for you this week is a shakeup in your marriage, a shakeup in your partnership. For those of you, maybe you have a business partner or the people that are close to you, a best friend. This is affecting your relationships to where you're blowing the horn on something, okay? What is this about? What is happening for group 3? Why is this the challenge this week? The 10 of Cups. What makes me happy? What is, I want to be close to you, but I also want to stay to myself. The Fool reversed. No, the Fool and the 3 of Swords. Group 3, are you struggling like in your head? You're there for someone and you're showing up and doing all the things. But in your reality, you're keeping to yourself. And it's not the lack of love. You love your family. You love your partner. You love whoever this is. But something has been disrupted. What is this? What is a disruption here? Pluto in Taurus in the first house. It's you. It's a you thing. You are changing. What you need to feel stable and secure is changing. How you need to protect yourself is changing. and it's okay. Some of you need to take better care of your physical body. Don't neglect going to the doctor, or not to alarm you or anything, but it's like um, you've sat too long on not addressing your own personal needs because you've been showing up in support of others. And this week is the breaking point where it's like, I can't. What works to your advantage here with mask and death is that you no longer feel the need to mask. You're like, you know what? This is what I need. This is what I don't need. Can you meet me there? If not, I go my own way. We've got the Uranus and Sagittarius in the 9th house. Your belief system is changing. And it's maybe even radicalizing. What you found important before is no longer important. What you believed before is no longer your belief. And it's because of something that happens, or that has been happening, where you've been quiet maybe for far too long and you finally voice your dissatisfaction with something or someone. It's like, no more. Because we go, look at this. I just realized in this image with mask, we go from an expressionless face to an upset face, where it's like, okay, initially I tried to push it under the rug. I was even a little bit amused. I was surprised. Then I got offended. Now I'm questioning you. Now I'm pissed off, right? So it's like, no more of this. No more with me being okay with some bullshit that you did, or even bullshit that, I did or something like that, right? Like, put yourself where you fit, honey. Tell me about mask with death. Okay, look at that. 10 of Swords, right? Judgment. Oh, shut the front door, honey. I do not make this up. Judgment. Time is up. You know what? I'm doing a messy Monday reading called Time is Up for your bully or whoever's been harassing you. Anyways, that's on a side note. Come back to my channel. Hey. I haven't done a messy Monday reading in a while, and I'm about to do this one next after I'm done filming this one. So, yeah, what's going to help you this week is be very honest, even if it's brutally honest. What are you not happy about? What has been bothering you? What have you swept under the rug? This is a week to speak up about it. Now, ladybugs are very spiritual. And I said that this is a good week for you. It's a good luck week for you. But I feel like it's a surprising week for you more than anything. You still have the good stuff coming in here because we've got gain and the 6 of Wands. Right? So something comes to an end. You're profiting from it, or you're getting something good out of this. Talk to me about gain with the 6 of Wands. We've got Pluto and Cancer in the 1st house. It's a you thing again. Right? You're changing how you feel about something is no longer. For some of you, it has to do with your home, your comfort, your stability. Something is really changing. You change yourself, and therefore you change your reality. Some of you are getting stuff done to your body, to your physical appearance. It could even be like you exercising or doing things to help improve your stress levels, your what have you. For health. As I smoke a cigarette. All right, tell me about gain with the 6 of Wands. I know. Believe me, I feel guilty all the time. Maybe this is my reading. Shit, okay. 10 of Pentacles. All right, what's coming in for you that you don't see is opportunity to solidify something beneficial in your life, something you're working on, something that can lead to money, coming into a more harmonious family life. 10 of Pentacles is the family. We've got the 4 of Swords in the reverse, okay? So feeling a little bit restless, dropping burdens over here, talking about what has been inconvenient. Also, there's something about lies or deception going on either in the home environment, with a partner, with family, some way, somehow. So before you do anything or make major decisions, make sure that you have all the facts straight, okay? This is a week of recognition. Some of you are coming into like people giving you accolades or congratulating you, or there's something about the work that you're doing is admired by others. Job performance evaluation that goes well, that maybe results in an increase in pay. For those of you that maybe you don't work, or you don't have like traditional employment, this could be more business leads if you're self-employed, or this could be improved health, physical strength. You'll see something very noticeably improved in your reality. And that is the lucky breaker. That's the blessing here with the ladybug, feeling better, coming to this better reality. Also, if you are more assertive with your boundaries and telling people straight up what bothers you, what, it'll actually be well received. Okay. So here with natural disaster with the Ace of Wands is something that feels very frustrating, or a decision that you thought was very risky actually leads to this brand new beginning with the Ace of Wands. It's like your spark is back, your creativity is back. For some of you, it could be a pregnancy. Put yourself where you fit. Okay. Talk to me about natural disaster with Ace of Wands. Talk to me about disaster with the Ace of Wands. What is this conclusion here? What is this? The Chariot. Look at that. Success, overcoming challenges, setbacks, looking good while you're doing it. Look at the peacocks here. Beautiful. You're making a decision that helps you push forward, overcome these setbacks. Something that feels like it's a disaster actually sets you on the right path. We have got Jupiter and Gemini in the first house again. My goodness. First house is just like, this is a you thing, group 3. It's a you week. Now, Jupiter, maybe last year could have been significant, 2024 to 2025 when it comes to love and romance, because that's when Jupiter was in the sign of Gemini, right? Jupiter is getting ready to go into the sign of Leo. So I feel that over the past year, Group 3, you have been working on improving abundance, on improving more joy in your life, on improving the connections with your children if you have them, right? All these things that have been super important are coming around full circle for you. Now, Jupiter in Gemini is a bit weakened. It's not as generous, but if you stick to it and if you exert your will, you can have a new reality. You can have this new beginning, right? I see Cancer here in the signs. Cancer, Scorpio, those are the predominating signs. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. That is what I see for you, Group 3. I feel that it is a very important week for you. You're setting out, you're accomplishing things. Stick to it. Don't be as scared, okay? All right, what is your advice? Spirit, for my Group 3s, what is the advice for them for the next 7 days? What are they working with? What should they do to make this a successful week? Space. Take space. They're with introvert. Go ahead. Take your time. You can't be there all the time. Okay. Take time for you. Sweetness. And then you allow this. Doesn't it look similar? Shut the front door. I love when Spirit plays like this. Right? So you are having more sweetness in your life, enjoying these things. I feel like your heart chakra is opening up, Group 3. Maybe you've been closed for self-protection for a while. And after this, you're ready. All right, rejection. Reject anything that feels uncertain to you. Rejection is divine protection. Whether you're the one rejecting or whether you get rejected, know that whoever is not in your personal space or whoever didn't make it with you this far is because they were not meant to. Their journey with you ended. So think of all those connections that have been close in your life and understand the reasons why they're no longer in your reality is for your protection. All right? Because whoever's meant to be in your life will be. All right, Group 3, that is what I have for you, honey. I hope you found this reading insightful. You enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.